I have hopes. I have severe hopes. Now, the reason why I say that is this. I saw this and I was like, maybe, maybe. I don't have any wild ideas of Beto being a lefty. Zero. I just dislike Ted Cruz. Oh, that plastic face every time I see it. I watched the debate with Beto and Ted Cruz, and I felt like I was on another planet. Like Ted Cruz, he's such a fucking actor. It's like you look at him and be like, he's acting. How can you not see that he's acting? But clearly, it must play for a Texas audience. Beto has just raised $30 million. Apparently broke records in the amount of money that he was raising. Small donations. Which is why the next story that I do is going to sound schizophrenic after doing this story. But they don't conflict with one another. Even though they're going to sound like they conflict when you look at the two videos side by side. Beto is closing the gap. Mind the gap. Where is it? There we are. Mind the gap. O'Rourke closes in on Ted Cruz in latest poll. Now, the stock market slump is unrelated to this. I don't think people, it's like 80% of the population, or 80% of the stocks owned by like, a small percentage of the people. So this isn't one of those things where the stock market is playing into this. This guy just so happens to be a money and politics reporter, and so he's putting these two things together. They're unrelated. At least I think they're unrelated. Cruz's lead over O'Rourke is cut to 5 in new poll. Democratic challenger Beto O'Rourke is closing in on Republican Senator Ted Cruz, according to the latest Quinnipiac poll, which puts O'Rourke behind just 5 percentage points. That is almost within the margin of error of the poll itself. About 3 weeks ago, the same pollsters found that the Republican incumbent had a 9-point lead in their race to represent Texas in the United States Senate, a Dallas Morning News report notes. God, I want to see Ted Cruz lose. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I want to see him lose. I was reading stuff the other day that was going so far as to say, oh, there's nothing else to see here. There's nothing to be done. O'Rourke is completely lost. He's just running to be president of the United States. He's going to turn that money to be I thought, nonsense. You have no idea what's going to take place. It's one thing if Ted Cruz was blowing him out. This guy, to whatever I think he's going to do when he gets in office, is running a campaign pretending to be a lefty. Fair enough. He's pretending to be a lefty nonetheless. And maybe to some degree he is. And I wonder, how far can you go for the Texas audience? It's possible that he's kind of made an appraisal. This is how far I can go and all this other stuff. Fair enough. But in blood red state Texas, this guy is running to some degree as a lefty and is within 5 points of the hated Mr. Plastic, Dad killed Kennedy, according to Donald Trump, Ted Cruz. Trump said it, so it has to be right. That's amazing. If Ted Cruz loses this race, the idea of Ted Cruz being president ever goes away. That's a terrifying thought in and of itself. But the idea for him even having the gumption to run again after losing to this guy, running in this particular fashion in this race. Oh, God. And by the way, this has nothing to do with O'Rourke. This has everything to do with my dislike of Ted Cruz. Just a heads up. Be aware. Don't let them tell you that it's impossible for him to win. It is not. It is not. Vortex got the notification early. Yes, excellent. And by the way, if Ted Cruz is Satan, that's funny. Yes, Hyman, I'd much rather Ted Cruz win also. Seriously? You rather Ted Cruz win this? Oh, God. Ted Cruz is a much better option for us real left You are insane. I'm sorry, you are insane. I will say this. I just want Ted Cruz to lose. If Beto O'Rourke doesn't live up to what Beto O'Rourke is supposed to live up to, then Beto O'Rourke needs to fail miserably. But God, right now, I just want Ted Cruz to lose. Like, you have no idea how much I want him to lose. You have no idea how much I want him to lose. Ted Cruz is such a disgusting human being. Everything that he represents is horrendous. I want him to fail miserably. It gave me joy when Donald Trump called his wife ugly. It gave me joy when Donald Trump said his wife, that the dude's dad killed Kennedy. I thought it was funny, if I'm being honest. And at the end of the day, seeing him under a Trump-Pence sign made my day. I've saved that video, and on days where I feel bad, I go and I look at that video and it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel happy. I want him to lose. I want him to lose. That said, the very next video I'm going to do here is going to be on Beto O'Rourke, and it's going to sound so schizophrenic after me doing this video. I'm fucking with half of them. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Jay. Fair enough. I'm like, there's no way you could believe that. All right, Jesus Christ, yeah, you're right, it is buffering. When I see numbers go up to like 7,000, that means it's pushing a bunch of stuff through the funnel. All right. I'm going to end this because apparently it is buffering. I will be right back. I'm going to check the Wi-Fi. And in fact, I may switch over to my Huawei. But I have another video on Beto that is going to kind of impeach this video, but not fully. It's just keeping both things in your head at the same time. I'll be right back shortly. Look, don't get me wrong. The Beto, yeah, it's always a catch-22. Yeah, it's always a catch-22. It's always a catch-22. I can't, like, it's like, when these guys run like this and they fail, not even fail, just not try, or when you can impeach their credibility based on something that they're doing, it doesn't just fuck people over. It also completely diminishes what it means to be the left. I make an argument to you that that's, to some degree, what's taking place with the Democratic Party. And I would argue even a percentage of Trump voters, this iron hatred towards the Democratic Party, these people used to be Democratic voters. These people used to be Democratic voters. But, all right, I'll be back. Let me, I have a video coming back immediately after this. Like I said, it's going to add a catch-22 to the Beto thing.